Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, it's been a bit of time, and more research has been done. So last episode we got the start of farming done, and I've come back now, and we've got a little bit more done. We've got animal capture and jewellery done. So we've now actually got no research to do, and we just now need to grow to get onto these new things. So animal captures unlock the paddocks where we can store animals, the butcher where we can butcher the animals if we need to, and then new production of meat because that's what the butcher unlocks. And then jewellery is more important because it reveals shells and pearls, so we can actually start finding them on the map. Very unlikely in our area though, but we can still have a chance of finding them. And it unlocks a jewellery maker. This is going to be really important because we're going to need adornment. So we start with 10. And what I've done is I've set them maintain stock to 25, as that's how many we'll need. And we've got these little tribes over here that drop adornments. They won't drop enough shells to actually efficiently make jewellery, but they do drop the adornments. We've got one there, and I know when I ventured down here, there was also some. So if we can kill these, 8, if we then get another 8, that's 16. So we'll have enough to get leadership. All I need to do is just build up a good army of javelineers. I've only got 8 at the moment. But saying that, now I've got loads of cows around, I'm actually going to get the cows and capture some. Because we've got 2 new missions now. Thriving agriculture, 3 granary buildings, I'm going to do that. 50 fields, easy, we'll do that anyway. 6 pastures, again, I want to do that, but we need to do gathering emergency livestock first, which is 2 paddocks and 8 animals. So I'm going to build the paddocks, go capture some cows, and then hopefully get gathering livestock done so we can get making new animals, which allows us to actually have pastures to work on thriving agriculture. So coming back to Redwood Village now, we have a good storage of pots, great storage of javelins, and now all our artisans are back. We're making hoes quick, we're making javelins quick. I feel we have plenty of javelins, so I'm going to put this to low. So we still have some guy making javelins. You always want a reserve stock of javelins. If you go to war, I want a bit of militia and army. So I always want some people making javelins. But that's going to save some wood. And I'm going to have the other guys. I would have it on pottery, but we just don't have the clay. In fact, we're running out of clay. Enough to last us a lot, but we have a look here. We'd only get 0.7. And you can't min-max these buildings. Like, for example, you can't cap it at 2 people. If you could, that'd be really good, because then you could cap it at 2 and get that 0.7, but it would probably go all the way up to 4 and you get inefficiency, and I don't like that. So I'm not going to exploit that clay just yet. So I've taken the 2 off there. Where can I get them? We've also got the well set up, which doesn't require a job. I'm happy about that. We've got that. I'm going to move these and build the other 2 granaries that we need. I don't want, well, I'll have this one as a job, critical and critical, but I don't want anyone on this one, so I'm going to let this to low. Again, I'm not going to make a jewellery maker because we don't actually have any shells or adornments. I haven't scouted out the nearby territories, but it's such a low chance. It's like, I think 5% for shells or pearls to spawn on a non-coastal, so really low. Paddocks. Okay, this is it. So I'm going to put the paddocks near our fort, because just like any other resource, people can steal it if they raid us, if barbarians raid us or whatever. So I want to keep it close. So I'm just going to make some space here, move these away, and then build. We need 8 animals, so that will be 1 paddock. Yeah, only 1 paddock, but I'm going to have 2 because I want to have a nice stock. So, I've got them. And I'm only going to have cows. Cows are, apart from buffaloes, which you can only get in the tropical, cows are the best producer of leather. And then I think sheep are the best producer of meat, or some other animal is the best producer of meat. But cows are hard because the amount of space they use, they don't produce many cows, but they do produce a lot of stuff per unit cow. So I like them, and we're in the temperate. We can't use sheep, I don't think. We can use llamas for wool, but I'm going to be trying to grow cotton instead. So once these are built, I'm going to be back and use our javelineers to go capture some cows. Okay guys, so while I'm waiting for these paddocks to be built, remember we actually do have some hoes stocked up and apples, and we've got loads of farms which haven't got full usage, so I'm going to set up some new fields. Okay, so the fields have all been built. I'm only at 5.7. Okay, that only gave us 0.5 apples. I thought it'd do a bit more than that, but better than nothing. We're now actually producing over our demand, and so we should be, we will be growing more. Yeah, 2.5 grow. It's going to give us 8 porcos, so I don't even know what I'll do with them. We can maybe get more hoe production to then produce more food. I think I might also, yeah, put another sieve point into apples. I'm going to do that now. And that gives us 2, because we're also generating more here. Next level in about 2.8 hours. So getting more apples now. We've still got 3, well, going to have 3 sieve points to play around with. What I'm also going to do is now just spend one on pottery. What I've realised is there's no point stacking and stacking pots. You've got all the important stuff out of the way, like granaries and agriculture. So now we're just producing them for the sake of it. So I want to get the actual benefits of the pottery, which is the higher intelligence and more population. And so I'm going to actually adopt back consumption of pottery. So we revoked, well, the guy revoked it to quickly get agriculture, and now we're enabling it again to get the benefits. So I am still going to stock it at around 30 though, just in case we ever need any again, which I know we do for some techs, but I can't think what techs they are. So now we should see, yeah, even further growth. Now at 3.1. And it just hadn't loaded in. 6.7, so it's actually over what I thought. So yeah, we're well over our demand, and now we're just about to match our demand actually. We're at 5. So we're getting 1.7 apples per tick, and we're producing hoes at 3.5, so we are going to have a surplus of hoes. But that's okay, because when we create our hamlets, we can send some hoes straight away over. But our paddocks have been done. I'm going to set this one to critical, hire somebody, and we're going to go to the map, and we're going to capture some cows. Okay, so we've got our javeliers here. These ones are a 3, these ones are a 2. So I'm gonna, so how much, the capture is a 50, hunts are 25, okay. What are these ones? A 5. I'm gonna try and capture these ones to get the most out of this. So capture. We captured 3, but we did lose 1 hunter. But I'm okay with that, because we've got plenty of javelins, and we're now getting 9 new inactives, so we're going to be able to replace them easily. Now, let's unload them. So, I'm going to wait a little bit longer, and then I'm going to do another capturing mission to try and get 8 cows. I'm going to have to do this over the next couple of hours, though. We've actually only got 5 cows there, so assuming we catch every single one, we can get up to 8, but see there, we captured 3 and the other 2 got away. So we probably won't be able to get 8 from these nearby ones. The one last thing I want to say before I come back after the next few hours is we are behind. We're only, well, we just went down to 53 now. We're in space 53. We're not doing very good. But guys, give me time. Give me time. I started a little late, but that's no excuse. The failed agriculture set me behind a little bit, but don't you worry. My mission is to get into the top, at the very least, the top 20. I want to be in the top 10 factions soon. But I probably won't be making nations with anyone, so we may be in the top 20 because people are joining nations, but as a single-handed person, I want to be in the top 10 players. So give me time. We're going to get agriculture booming in Redwood, set up hamlets producing loads of different types of food, try and fill all consumer goods quite quickly. We may not get metals, but actually with these hills up here, hills here, or rockies here, and then hills and mountains here, I think we have a good chance of getting copper, but we're going to have to push leadership quite hard, which is why I want to take on these tribes. In fact, I'm not going to put any javeliers yet, but it would be wise to maybe get this at 15 javeliers, and then take on these tribes, and take on the other tribes, to actually secure the, secure the adornments straight away. Because for leadership, as long as they haven't changed it, you need a good amount of javelineers. Yep. You need 25 adornments. Yep. And then you need 20 large houses. But I haven't even got the tech for large houses. Stone buildings? No, we haven't got the tech for it. So, to get that tech, I'm going to have to start building large houses. Hi guys, and welcome back. So it's been a bit more than a few hours. I've actually left it a whole day, but nothing much has happened. There has been a few new researches though. So if we come to knowledges, mud building, which unlocks the soil miners and the large houses. So this is what we need to get large houses. I think that's a new thing. They never used to need, well, it is a new thing. They never used to need mud. So that's how we get the large houses now. Making new animals. I haven't completed gathering emergency livestock yet, but this technology just passed over, and that actually hasn't got much left to research. And just now, somebody's messaged me saying they're watching the series, so hello to them. And they've kindly also given the weaving tech, so I'm going to get onto producing that now. It's not a high chance, 70%. It isn't great, but it certainly isn't bad, so we'll give that a try. The reason I really want this now is because it unlocks flax and cotton, so it will enable us to find cotton, which is important because I want to start locating what good territories there are to really try and prioritise when we get leadership. Apart from that, other things are going great. We have almost hit emergency livestock. We just need 2 more cows, and I've got the hunters to go try and capture them. Got loads of hoes. We haven't got enough apples though, but I'm still going to get planting. Now it's at 100%. Okay, great. And I'm going to set that to critical. So we've used up all our apples, and we're now boosting our apple production quite a lot more. That was 11 apples. What I am thinking about, I've been thinking about this while I haven't been playing, is I'm not sure if it was only apples that had this increase in size. But if it is, that is considerably nerfed apples. So I'm worried apples are no longer very good because they take up so much space. Like, if you think, look how much space we've already taken up. Well, actually, I suppose we are probably producing about 8. So actually, never mind. But if it is apples that have had this boost, then I may need to have a think about how good apples are. But I still think they are pretty good. Anyway, so that is the apples done. I also built some new tool makers because what happened is I got a formation of 12 warriors to join. I didn't want the 12 warriors, so I disbanded them, and it just gave us 12 workers. And because we were growing anyway, it just sped up our growth, so I was really happy about that. So I put them into tool making and flint production. So we're now making, we've gone down to 2.3 hoes because we've got 10 artisans doing research, but we'll be reducing so many hoes in the future. I'm just interested to see how many apples we get. We're at 6.8 now. With all these new fields, what we get up to. Holy moly. So, I've just found some cows here, but look, 35 cows. In fact, they've got more strength than my unit, so I can't even take them on without probably losing all my guys. So, what I can do to complete this, to actually capture these llamas here and then just complete gathering a livestock. But the thing is, we do get 40 meat, but the idea we actually already have on the way, so I feel it just makes more sense to capture cows because we're going to be growing the cows in the cow pastures, aren't we? So I thought this would be a waste. But speaking of that, we have got enough wood. So actually, because you need wood and hammers for the pastures, so yeah, we've got that good. Let's just do a little bit more exploring. Okay, so I haven't found any cows up there that were worth taking, or that we'd have enough AP to actually take. So I just returned home, and I think we'll just get making new animals, and we'll get gathering emergency livestock another time, because the gathering emergency livestock ends with this one, really. So if we already have making new animals, but we can get the 6 pastures to actually continue the main chain. This one will just give us 40 meat, so that's not really important. I'm going to actually end the episode there. We have got a decent amount done. We set up our farming even more now, with loads more fields built. We have got quite a few new technologies built. We've expanded the village, got some new houses built down there, and we're starting to actually come away from lacking behind to really trying to head forward with all these new technology. These are the most advanced technologies currently out. So we're going to be getting them. We're going to be getting the large houses built, and we're going to get ahead to getting leadership, because all I need for the leadership will be the 20 large houses, which we can easily do, and we will need 25 adornments, but I can do that. So I'm excited to continue the series. If you've been enjoying it, please give the video a like. I really appreciate that. The other videos have been doing really well with likes, so thank you for the people who've been liking them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, just so I can see that you guys are enjoying this stuff. So guys, I'll see you in episode 6.